So I welcome everyone to tonight's session. Tonight being Monday the 6th of July, we're going to look at the essential IT tools for project management. Here we have been looking at a lot of tools. We've been doing it, trying to have session on some of them, but we're going to look at all the tools we need as a project manager. So with that, once we've done, we're going to close everything about tools. Yeah. And tomorrow we're going to move into soft skills in project management. Yeah. So we're going to look at these tools. I here try to classify the tools. So we're going to look at it from different classifications. So the first classification we're going to look at is the project planning and scheduling tools. This is just for planning and scheduling. And planning and scheduling is very important aspect in project management. So the number one here under planning and scheduling, I'm calling it number one because of the popularity. It's not because it's because so many people are using it and so many companies is more common within the industry, and that's Microsoft project, which we'll talk about when we're trying to start project planning. So that is number one, and it's from Microsoft, a product of Microsoft. So this is, if you want to look at it, this is it from Microsoft Planner. So it's a product of Microsoft, and it's not free. So I think you can only try it for free for like few weeks, just for you to try it out. So if you want to subscribe, this is the prices for subscription. Yeah. And if you want a one-time buy purchase, is you can see it standard project standard. So you see is 600 and one-time purchase. And for professional, you see the price, and that's it. So, and that's why we are using Project Labor, because Project Labor is free, totally free. So we're not going to start going into it. We already know the way it works. We've done this when we're trying to start project planning. So this is the interface. This is the way it look. We already created the second one, which is Project Labor. Project Labor is free, 100% free. So, and I believe by now all of us here have used Project Labor to do one or two projects. This is Project Labor. Yeah, so that is the site. And one other one that is very popular again, but for big enterprises, big engineering companies like Julius Berger, Langorok, Banfor BT, Skanska. These are big engineering companies. Metronet, Tubline. These are hard, big engineering company. What they use here is Primavera PCs. That's Oracle Primavera. Yeah. But if you are scaling over time, you want to become a high-profile project manager within different, like even want to become a big or senior project manager in construction, you might want to try to get or learn, go deep or try to learn these Primavera PCs. Or it's the same way, all of them runs the same way like Project Labor, but it's a bit advanced and complex. Yeah. So it doesn't have free plan, no free plan. Yeah, if you want it, you contact the company, you request a demo, you contact them. So they don't, it's for big corporations. Yeah. So these are three major planners. Yeah, we call them planners. You already know how to use it. You have it already. Then we'll have collaborative tools. This is the collaborative tools we have here. What is collaborative tools meant for? It's not for planning, it's for managing team, monitoring projects collaboratively. And we have Asana. Asana is a cloud-based project management software designed for team to organize and track work. Another aspect or alternative of Asana is Monday.com. The Monday.com now is expanding. When Monday.com started, they started as a collaborative tool, but now they have so many other modules or so many other apps like CRM system. Now they have CRM system. They have ERP system, enterprise resource plan. It's not only projects, collaboration, and planning they have. So Asana can help you to task manage by creating, assigning, and prioritizing tasks with due date and dependencies. Yeah, you see here, you see the interface. This is how it looks, and this is Teams. So you see all these kind of has a Gantt. It has what we call this is interface like all this Jira.
Oh, okay.
Jira. It's not a board. There's this name we call it. Is not, this is board and card, but there's a name we call it. I just escaped my mind. So, but this interface here is the way you just look more like visually to see a project visually. Yeah, it's called Kanban. Yeah, that is the name, Kanban. This interface we are seeing here, what we call it is Kanban. Kanban comprises of board. All this you see board, and each board have got card in it. So we call it collaboratively Kanban. So it's a framework. Kanban is a framework in agile project management, just like Scrum as well. Yeah. So we have another one here, collaborative tool called FreeCamp. Yeah, the FreeCamp is the one we are using, and we've been using this FreeCamp for more than 5 years now, and it's very good. We have our own. I stopped using our own. We have our project collaborative tools, you know. Why I stopped using it is because you might not be able to use it after learning from it. You might not be able to use it outside. So we prefer using the one you can use, and we go out and find out that maybe a company is using it as well. That is sole purpose, not because this is better than our own. It's just because we want to use the one that is more recognized in the industry, so that when you learn it, if you go out there, you already learn what the industry is using. Yeah. So this is the FreeCamp. We are going to start onboarding. We are going to start onboarding in FreeCamp very soon, because this is where we are going to manage our project. So this is how FreeCamp looks like. You come to FreeCamp here. Try to open the, you see FreeCamp here. You see a lot of projects here, so many projects. All these you are seeing, like, these are different project team. All of them are project team. And you see, like I told you guys, we'll be using FreeCamp for a long time. So these are past projects ranging from 5 years ago. A lot of different types of projects. Yeah, you see here, you see this is autonomous community. Some people have done some projects. Some people done some projects on Postcode. Postcode is one of our company here in UK. Some people have done data governance projects here, and we'll have Chantop, ERP projects. Some people have done some project on ERP on Chantop. Yeah, we'll have 65. If you remember in the CV that I gave you, you captured 65 here. So 65, like I told you, all these are our companies. They are not fictitious companies, they are live companies. So some people have done some projects on 65. 65 is a digital bank we're working on. Yeah. So And you see, this is Zikura AI. We'll have our AI company where we'll be working on. So some people have done some work, some projects on Zikura AI. Yeah. Then we have Monify. This Monify is our digital bank. So we started having some clashing with, our name started clashing with MoneyPoint, Monify, MoneyPoint. So we decided to shift from Money to 65. So it's the same company but change of name. And we'll have Futraco. Some people have done project on Futraco, ITSM implementation, that is IT service management. This is Beta Marketplace, yeah, CRM, and yeah, we'll have Niara. So we'll have Paygo. Paygo is a money sending platform, yeah, in the UK, still out. So we'll have so many projects and we'll have so many experiences. So what we are doing, we did not just start it now. So yeah. So we're going to continue using this Freedcamp. Yeah. Okay. Let's open up one project on Freedcamp. Let's see. So you see the way we are handling projects here. You can see here from the work breakdown structure we'll come over here. We build another work breakdown structure. Like you see this initiate stage. If you go to the work breakdown structure and go to you see initiate stage is still there. And you see planning stage, you see execute stage, you see closure stage. So that is how it looks like. And this is where you start really using this to monitor and manage. For instance, now you see this is a task under this initiate stage. You can collaborate with your team using this. You click here, you see it's now opening a new window here. On this window, you see the project manager. For instance, you see here, Kingsley is the project manager here. You can create a task here, and you see here, you select a due date. You set up a due date here. You can say a due date is let's say next Monday, which is 13th. You can select it. You see this is a due date. And you come over here, you prioritize this project. You see here, based on how important the project is, or this task, not project. You see low, medium, so we say this is a high priority task because there's a lot of dependencies. So it's priority has a lot of dependency. We need to review the project brief before any other thing can start. You see here, then you can assign it to team members. Any team member here, if you come over here, you click, you see all your team members here. You can choose one person to assign. For instance, you can assign it to one person here, Ajala Juliet, and you start monitoring. So the due date is 13th. If by 13th this is not done, it's going to flag off this task as red. And you know that this task is not done, it become an indicator. But since task is completed within the date, you review and complete it. You come over here and put a description about this task, what you want the person to do. And you come here, you attach any document if they need any document to do their work. And from this comment section, you start collaborating with them. If they have issue, they will chat you up, you will respond. It keeps the history of the activities. If you see here, you see the history. Anything going on here, you see it in the history. Whoever is participating in this activity, you see it here. Whatever the person is doing, you see it on the history. If the person is saying, I'm working on this project and you cannot see the person's activity here, then the person is not doing anything. So this is what we call project collaborative. Yeah, that's what we call it. You can see the activity here, you see. Right from the day these tasks were created, there is a history. You can track everything that is going on. So for instance, after this boot camp, and you have you got a job and requires a reference letter from our company that you did internship with us or you worked with us, and we want to validate your claim. We can come over here and go to all the project history. Once we click on the history, we see, like for instance, you see here, Ajala Juliet. If Ajala Juliet is the person, I can already see that Juliet has been contributing and been doing one or two things. If I look over here or search and I can't see you, I'm not going to write any reference for you because you didn't contribute, you did not do anything for us, or you didn't do any internship for us. To have any justification to say, I'm not giving you internship, or if you want me to give you a reference, sorry, I'm not giving you a reference, I can tell them that actually your contribution is very poor, or you didn't do anything with, or you didn't contribute, you are just not a serious staff. I have right to do that. If I want to be upright person, yeah, because the history is here. If you want to challenge it, we can come here and show you the project activity. Yeah, so even if you want to go to court, we can tell you that, yeah, this is what you've contributed. So I'm just trying to show you how this project collaborative tool work, because these are two major tools you need very much in this work as a project. You need a project planner, yeah, and you need this collaborative tool as well. You've already learned how project planner works, or the collaborative tool. This is just an introduction to this collaborative tool, because you are going to spend the rest of your days with us in this collaborative tool, trying to do your work, trying to upload your deliverable, trying to chat with your team member, and yeah, and me coming here to review what everybody is doing. So that is it. So every task, this is how it's done. And when this is done, like a project manager finish and comes here and see Yeah, you can put it in progress while the work is still in progress. Once you finish, you can come here and say, this work is completed, and you will say completed. And yeah, we'll continue to progress. So that is it. So that's how this project, and that's how we're taking it task by task, like define roles and responsibilities, identify scope of work, identify stakeholders and the expectation, work breakdown structure, and they're assigning it to team members to be working on. So if you have learned how to do all those things, when we start your internship, it's going to be very easy for you because you already know how to do them. But don't think all these things we are doing is a gimmick or we're just, yeah, it's the work. Even if you get a job, it's still the same thing you are going to face when you get a job. What we're doing here is exactly what you are going to face at workplace. So we don't care about what we are going to face at the university because the university doesn't count for us. But workplace is extremely important because that is where you are going to spend the rest of your life till you get to the age of retirement. Yeah. So that is collaborative tools, very, very important. Yeah. All this feature is only for tasks, for you to manage your tasks. But here you see discussion. This can be a group where you can form a discussion. For instance, you can come here and add a discussion here. You can say gossip about Mr. Charles. People can start using me to gossip, and that wicked man, everyone will contribute. Send you. So can form your discussion here, and that's it. So, and if you come here, this is a milestone. So you can create your milestones here. Once you reach a milestone, you check it out. So you can create all the milestones. When you reach a milestone, we are going to have intensive workshop on how to use this place before you guys, but it's good to expose you now so you know what is coming up. So this is time management. So this helps you to manage your time very well. This is calendar. Yeah, you can manage your calendar. All of us know what calendar is. Just like Google Calendar, you can start managing calendar, come here, scheduling a meeting, anything from here within this project team. So if you have been doing that on Google Calendar, there is no need because this is an integrated calendar you can use here. Yeah, all these meetings we'll be having, we are sharing, and just that why we use Google Calendar is because you see it's linked with project collaborative video conferencing, and this does not have a video conferencing, so that's why Google Calendar is still important. But if you want everything here to have a history, full history, so every meeting you create here should be here, so that once this project comes to an end, even the auditors want to audit your work. For instance, if people have carried out a project for a World Bank or United Nations project. So if they want to audit every activity, you see, that's why we use this kind of collab, because everything you do stays one place. It becomes the record about this project. And this is file. This is file. We see here you can create a folder. You see closure folder, execute folder. You can create the folders and be adding all the files in your folder here. You see new folder, you can create a new folder. Once you create a folder, you can then be adding all the deliverables in. So if you want to look for a file that belongs to any particular stage, you can just, for instance, you can just this project brief. After reviewing it, you can come here and upload it in this folder, because this is where in the shape folder, this is where it belongs. And that's it. You see how beautiful this is. All the team members are here. Yeah, all your team members are here. So that's how this collaborative tool works. And the most important thing is, once you learn how a collaborative tool works like this FreeCamp, every other collaborative tools you want works the same thing. Like Asana we talk about is the same thing. Asana and this FreeCamp is the same thing. I've used all of them. I've used Asana professionally, not just to learn and teach. I've used Monday.com. I've used this FreeCamp. I've used Microsoft Teams. I've used Basecamp. I've used ClickUp. They work the same way. There is no difference. It's just little tweaking of features, or to make their own a bit unique. Outside that, all of them does the same thing. They have the same features. It's just that some will paint their own feature red, some will paint their own feature black to create uniqueness, not different. It's just like Mercedes car, we have Toyota, we have BMW. It's the same thing. If you look at it very well, they all have the same gearbox. They all have AC, dashboard, the same thing. Yeah, so try to, because some of us will I want to learn ClickUp, I want to learn Monday.com, I want to think if you're learning Monday.com, ClickUp, you are learning Aquarium. No, you see the same thing, So you might decide to spend your time and learn one and master it. Once you master it, the art, that's what you should be learning, the art of this particular kind of collaborative tool. How does it work? What is it used for? That is what you should be learning, because these are the basics for all of them. Okay, let's move out of collaborative tools, because yeah, so very soon we'll start the onboarding process, and the rest will become story, because you learn it very well and even become better than me. Okay, that is FreeCamp. We'll have Trello. Trello is similar to all of them are the same thing, same feature. This is the way Trello looks, the same thing, just Kanban board. Yeah, it's very simple. It's a project of Atlassian. You heard about Jira? Yeah. So the only one that is a bit different is this Jira. Jira is a bit different from the other aspects of project collaborative tool, but it's still project collaborative tool. The difference between Jira and the other collaborative tools like FreeCamp that I've just finished demonstrating is that Jira is used in agile environments. You use Jira to manage agile projects, but FreeCamp, we can use it to manage projects within waterfall environments, projects with just dependencies, see the way it's flowing. But Jira is different. is for agile projects. So Jira is widely used project management and issue tracking software developed by Atlassian. It is particularly popular among software development team for managing agile projects. You see here, it is particularly popular because of, that's the difference between Jira and all of them. Agile projects, because of it comes with a framework called Scrum. Yeah. Scrum, we're going to dive into, these are going to be the last aspect of our training. When we're going to do project methodologies. After then, we are going to do agile project methodology as last, and from there we are going to treat the tools in agile project, and that's when we are going to dive into Jira big time, so you understand how Jira works and how to use Jira to manage projects in agile projects using a feature like Scrum, planning, Scrum, Sprint, and the rest of them. So the feature here is Agile Board, which we use to plan, track, manage agile projects using Scrum or Kanban board. You see, I say Scrum and Kanban board. And then that is when the term Scrum Master start coming in. So that's when we no longer become project manager. We transit from being project managers to Scrum Masters. So in agile project management, we don't call project managers. We call project managers Scrum Masters. And there's even certification exams. Yeah, if you want to become a certified Scrum Master. So Jira is equally used for tracking, creating, prioritizing, resolving issues or tasks efficiently. Workflow automation to customize workflow and automate repetitive tasks, and integrate with tools like Bitbucket, GitHub, and Confluence. So if you sign into Jira, this is how the interface is going to look like. It has its own Kanban board as well. But the only thing is that this Kanban board is not just working like a normal project flow, like in waterfall. It's work under sprint. You see here, sprint. So we're going to create a time. It's going to be a full lesson for us to understand how Jira works, where we need to even create work, move it to Jira, plan it in Jira, execute it in Jira. Yeah, so before we do anything here, we'll create what we call product backlog. So product backlog is what we create and move them to this place and start managing it from here, but we're going to come to that. So just to expose you, now today is to expose you to some of these tools. So the only one we're waiting to go deeper is this Jira and FreightCamp. Like FreightCamp, we are going to dive into, because that's where you are going to do your internship. You are going to use it to do your internship. And then Microsoft Team. Microsoft Team is from Microsoft. You know, we use it to collaborate as well. In so many companies you are going to work, they might not use FreeCamp or Canva, or Asana or Monday.com, they might want to use Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is equally very good for project collaboration. Some of us who do not know Microsoft very well just think that Microsoft Teams is for video conferencing and meeting. No, it's equally for chatting, communication, communicate with team members through individual or group chat, meeting, schedule and host video meeting, webinar, call conference, share files, collaborate on documents, spreadsheets, and presentation, integrate seamlessly with other Office 365, like Outlook, SharePoint, and Planner as well. So that is it, Microsoft Team. And then we'll have Basecamp. Basecamp is just like FreeCamp. Basecamp is a bit more simplified. It's very simple, but it's very powerful. So this is Basecamp. Yeah, this is how it looks like. This is a project environment, this project team. Yeah, and this is a CRM implementation project. So if you understand the way FreeCamp work, you are not going to struggle to manage this as well. It's very simple. Then we have ClickUp. ClickUp is just like, but the only thing with ClickUp is that ClickUp has too many features, uncountable features, that is even some of the features become overwhelming. They want to have everything in one place, which some people do not like it, some people like it, but yeah, it's just like FreeCamp. There's nothing different there. Yeah, it's just a collaborative tool with too much features. Yeah. If you sign into ClickUp, you see an interface like this. It's a collaborative tool as well. So these are all the collaborative tools. Why I'm saying this is that you might finish learning how to use FreeCamp, and you come back and say, I don't know anything about collaborative tool. I want to go and learn Basecamp. I want to go and learn how to use Asana. Yeah, it's good to learn it, but if you know how to use one of them, like I said, try to learn the arts. Because as you are going to start learning how to drive now, you are not telling me that before you can call yourself a driver, you need to go and learn how to drive a Mercedes, how to drive BMW, how to drive Toyota, how to drive Volkswagen before you can say you're a driver. No. If you learn, you can learn with a Mercedes car. Once you know how to drive Mercedes car very well, you can drive any other. You can even drive a bus. You can even drive, even a lorry. All you need is understand how to move a car. All the car uses all these gearbox, accelerator, dashboard, all this and that, brake. It's the same thing. So we have another classification. You know, we started with planning classification, where we talk about FreeCamp. Then we'll talk about collaborative classification under collaborative, where we'll talk about Asana, FreeCamp. And now the next classification is project documentation and reporting. So for you to be a good project manager, you need to document your work very well. All the deliverables, they need to be in a very clean document. you can start it afresh, or you can use a template. For it to use so uniform, it's better to use template. That's why I always expose you to template. Yeah. So we have under Microsoft, we have Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office contain these following applications: Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Outlook. Yeah, that is so. All of us who doesn't know what a Word is, or how to use Word or Excel or PowerPoint, sorry, or Microsoft Outlook. The Outlook is the email. Once you have a Gmail account, you already know how to use Outlook, because Outlook is just an email, but owned by Microsoft. So in Google repeated, Google cloned everything that Microsoft have here. And the good news is that Google cloned it and offer it for free. You know, Google gave it to you as a souvenir for using Google. But Microsoft want to use it to make money as the pioneer, as the tech pioneer, global tech pioneer. He started all this, but every other person is now copying them and giving it out for free. And that's why Google become extremely important, because this thing that is a lot of money in Microsoft is free for Google. As a matter of fact, since I realized how Google work, it has saved me tremendous amount of money. I say tremendous, because I know how much, I was using when I was in the university. Even before I enter even before I start my master's here in London, I know how much I used to subscribe or to buy Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I know how much I spend to renew them. Yeah. Even when I entered the University of Westminster, I continue using it. Yeah, the university offered it for free, but it's added in my school fee, so it wasn't free. They might tell you it's free, but it's part of your tuition. So after then, I then realized there is a package called Google Workspace. Yeah. The only difference here is that Google Workspace, if you want to get a domain, a custom email address, a custom like at unif.com, not unif.gmail, you might want to pay a Google subscription for you to get that. Yeah, that's the difference here. But at that time, Google is charging you because Google knows that you are now a company. You have to pay because you are now making money as a company. As an individual, Google understand and give you Gmail. You can use Gmail for free. Then Slide is the PowerPoint. This PowerPoint, Google give it to you free in the name of Google Slide. Excel, Google gave it to you free in the name of Google Worksheet, called Sheet. And then Microsoft Word, Google gave it to you as Doc. Since I realized all this, I have not been paying a dime to use them. So, and again, Google Drive is there free for use as well. Google Drive. So yeah, that is it. So anyone coming into tech, or if you are a freelancer, this is where what you need is going to save you some money. So you see now, for you to see you cannot be a strong IT guy or a project manager because you don't have money to pay to buy softwares. Because yeah, for you to be an IT guy, you need to be manipulating a lot of softwares. You need to be using a lot of softwares. And most of these softwares, this is the tools we are talking about. That's what makes you an IT guy. All these IT products you are using to do your work, they are money. And those days, a lot of people got scared away because they don't want to, it's a lot of money. As long as you continue to be into IT, you need to be paying for this. But if you come closer, and that's what I'm doing, so many boot camp we are going to meet, they are not going to tell you all these things. They are just going to teach you, tell you, buy your Microsoft, buy your Microsoft Project Planner so you can use and join. But here, no, there is no need of paying for a project planner. You see, the project planner is 600 and something pounds. So if I have mandated you people that before you can join this class and become a project manager, you need to buy Microsoft Project. You see how much it costs. So you see that to buy one product here, and we are paying, some of us will pay 50,000 naira. 50,000 is equivalent to, let's just call it 25 pounds. So your tuition fee is 25 pounds, but the software for you to do the job or learn the job is let's call it 700 pounds. How many of us are going to pay 700 pounds for one app like Project Planner? You see, it's going to scare a lot of people away. But it's not. It's free. And this is free as well. The truth is that so many people do not know that who are not into IT. Some of you might know because you have become close. You started coming close. You know all these things. But so many do not know that even this is free. It is free. You see it here. We have calendar. We have doc. We have drive. We have form. All these things are what you need to become a project manager. You see Google Meet. For you to have a meeting, you have Google Meet here. Everything is integrated. I'm using Google Meet. I'm using the enterprise version of Google Meet because I'm having large amount of class, and some of my class lasts for more than 1 hour, and so I have to pay for it. Outside that, if you're just a small project team, you have a meeting for 40 minutes or 45 minutes, you can use Google Team, just like Zoom, to do your work, and that's it. So all these things are free. Yeah, this is Slide, and this is Google. So all of them are free, meaning that you can do your documentation very well. Yeah. So yeah. So we have another strong classification, another group that you need to master in order to become a strong project manager. And we call it project meeting and conferencing tool. You see, these days, the project managers we are developing are no longer conventional project managers. What do we mean by conventional project managers? It's no longer the project managers that you go to the office, you go to the office and you have a meeting in conference hall. Yeah. 90% of project meeting these days is done remotely, is done online, is done virtually. Like what I'm doing with you here, we're having a meeting. This is a project meeting we're having. Meeting, that's what I'm having with you people. And to have meeting in a project, you must learn how to use some of these tools. We have Google Meet, which we are using right now. For more than 1 month now, you have been in this boot camp. We have been using it. It's very smooth. As we're having this our meeting, this Google Meet is integrated with Google AI called Gemini. Gemini is taking a note for us. That note is taking is what we call minutes of the meeting. It's taking it. So before, as a project manager, you need to hire a transcriber or a secretary that will help you most of the time to be writing. But these days, you don't need that. All you need to do is do your meeting with Google Meet, and as you're having your meeting, the AI will be taking notes for you. And after the meeting, the AI will summarize the meeting for you. So, which is extremely important. We'll have Microsoft team. Yeah, Microsoft have their own. So that's why Google and Microsoft have been competing, extreme competition, you know. But Microsoft is still the king because Microsoft started before every other person. And Google tried by copying them and following them bomber to bomber. And now Google becomes a giant as well. Yeah. So almost everything Microsoft have got, Google have got it. If you look at Microsoft Edge, that is Google Chrome. So they have their own, always fighting. Yeah. So Microsoft team is just like Google Meet, all of us know. Then we'll have Zoom. Most of us know how Zoom works. And then we'll have another one called GoToMeeting. GoToMeeting works like all these ones. Yeah. But in all, I still choose Google Meet. Yeah. I'm a very big fan of Google because Google has given us so much. Yeah, free, giving a lot of things free of charge, which ordinarily would have been so difficult for us. So, and again, you see Meta, which is formerly Facebook, they are equally trying, giving us a lot. Like now you see WhatsApp is coming up. You can use WhatsApp to have a meeting, do a lot of things, and it's free. You know, if you check the amount of money we should have spent in making call, just normal call, not even video call, there's a lot of money. You know, if I tell you how much before WhatsApp, yeah, because I'm in this London before they develop WhatsApp. If you know how much we are spending to buy call cards to just call Nigeria, I spent £10 just to talk to my mom alone. I just put a call card and I'll finish it talking to my mom, and £10 will disappear, just one call. But now I can talk to all the people in my village and I didn't spend any money, free of charge. And this is what we're getting from IT, you know. If it's a Nigerian that is on WhatsApp, our body go tell us now. Or if I say na Nigeria will get Facebook, before you go even touch Facebook, they go don't tell you you go pay a reasonable amount of money before you go even download it. They will tell you downloading fees. You know, if you want to sign up, they tell you sign up fee, because you do downloading fee, then you do sign up fee. And then once you sign up, there's another fee, accreditation fee in what here. So if you send 2 videos in a day, they will charge you for extra oversending of videos. Yeah. So, but it's free. It's free, and they are even paying us to use it. They pay to do Iberibe in Facebook. They are paying people to do Iberibe in Facebook. You know? So that is it. Okay. Let's I think these are the major tools we need to know. Yeah. If you can understand, you see that it's not so difficult to be a project manager if you bend down. Because if you think they are difficult, all these tools, the major tools now is the project planner, which is Project Labor. You learn how to use Project Labor, project collaborative tools, Jira, and yeah, these are the major tools. Once you learn how to use all those, yeah, everybody knows how to use video conferencing, and this project documentation and reporting tool. You have been producing reports on Google Doc, Google Sheet, Slide, just for you to do your presentation. Yeah, and that's it. So simple. So if you are thinking you cannot do this because you don't know how to learn these tools, very complex, they are not complex. Although if they are not well streamlined for you, you are going to think it's complex. And again, some of the people who teaches us, you know, some people are like that. I met some people, they are like that, and I ask them question. Yeah, Jira is free, very much free. You don't need to pay anything to use Jira. It's free of charge. As long as you are using Jira for at least within 1 to 10 people. Yeah, it's free, completely free. As a matter of fact, IT, almost anything, every big technology you need to learn IT to become the next Bill Gates, they are all free. You don't need to pay to get those applications. All you need to pay is for somebody who are going to teach you, just like the one I'm teaching you. But the main technology is free. So that's why I say that IT is like a gold mining. Is there. The gold is there. Yeah. It's better than petroleum. So that's it. Everything is free. But like I said, some people which if they want to teach you, they make it look so difficult. They make it look so complex. Why they do that? They believe they are packaging it. They are packaging it to look big so that people will respect them. And yeah, at the end of the day, get a lot of people scared. And that's it. Some of these big courses, like even medicine and surgery, a lot of people are scared of medicine and surgery. When some people teach you medicine and surgery, you find out that there's nothing there. It's very simple. It's one of the simplest distinct course you can think of. You see, medicine and surgery, extremely simple. That's why you can easily see even a woman who didn't go to even secondary school become a midwife and be delivering babies in the village for decades. And he didn't even go to school. But if you go to hospital, they tell you gynecology, they tell this and that, antenatal. Before you do, they magnify everything. Even to marry, you begin to think, how am I going to survive all these things? You know, they magnified it. They make it look big, and they will tell you stories. Don't go to those people in the village. They are quack. You are going to die. But before technology, people have been delivering in the village very successfully. They have been living happily for a long time before the white people even came. And nobody dies. So, yeah, I'm not trying to discourage, but I'm trying to do all these things. They are not difficult. You see a roadside chemist who didn't go to secondary school. Some of them are doing operation, you know, doing surgery, managing medications very well. But you see a trained medical doctor will forget the scissors in your stomach after surgery. Yeah. So everything is the way they handle it. And the point I'm making is we should stop being scared of these big courses or profession, because they are not big, they are not so difficult or complex the way they make it to look like. So if you have questions, you can raise your hand so we deal with your questions, because me too, I'm done with this class. Ronaldo and Lema is calling me now. Yeah. So Yamal. So it's going to be between Ronaldo and Yamal for tonight. So yeah, have a question and you raise your hand. Yeah. Be fast. Yeah, Vivian.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Okay, just a quick one for the Google Meet when you say it's free. I noticed that if you are trying to record, they will ask you for premium. You don't have access to premium. So that means for you to record, that means you have to pay.
Of course, you need to pay at some point. Everything is not free, but you can use the free aspect of it can help you to do most of the things you need to do. So everything cannot be free. Yeah, they are giving it free, doesn't mean that everything is free.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Emmanuel?
Greetings, Mr. Charles. I'm sorry I'm on transit. I'm not go on video. Sir, please, I want to get a clarification on what you mentioned about the JIRA, the relationship between JIRA and Agile. I think you said they work hand in hand or something. I didn't get that clearly.
JIRA is the tool you are going to use when you want to work in Agile environment. Just simple.
Okay, are there different softwares?
I said JIRA is the tool you are going to use the software you are going to use when you want to work in agile environment. Agile is a methodology. Jira is a software, not a methodology.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Mary, we're going to treat project methodologies, and I said we're going to equally treat Jira as well as a topic.
That means I radio fuck. That's what I mean.
Mary.
Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
Thank you for the class. I love the way you really simplify it for us. But I have a question that I was discussing with a friend of mine, and it was like I might for this project management course that to gather much more experience, I might want to work like do this 9 to 5 just to have a full grasp of what I'm learning here. So maybe I will have to start that, but I just want to clarify from you, is it compulsory to go that route first or just start online? You understand?
I told you people were going to give you internship, did I not?
Yes, sir.
So what again are you looking for? Is it what your friend told you, or is it what I'm telling you? Which one do you prefer?
What you're telling us now, that's why I just get what you're telling us, sir.
Good. If you want to learn from your friend, you learn from you have to choose one master, because the problem you're having is even the Bible will tell you you cannot serve two masters at the time. You are going to get confused when you serve two masters at a time, because one will tell you go this way, the other one will tell you go this way. So if you decided to make a choice, choose one and stick to your decision. So that's it. And that's what we call faith. If you choose A, even if that is taking you to you feel it's sinking, yeah, follow that. And if you are sinking, let all of us sink. That is faith. But you see us, you are legging this person, you are legging the other person, you have two boyfriends, the other one is doing this, you go this way, you go this way. Even to get married will become a problem, because this one will be telling you switching the other way, the other one will tell you another switching the other way. So if you want to stick here, you stick here. If you want to listen, not even your friend didn't tell you anything. It's a lot of blogs and content creator that is telling you, not your friend. So if you want to listen to content creators, there are so many content creators. There are so many of them, like I said, they have millions of marriage counselors. If you see someone will just wake up and tell you, I'm a marriage counselor, started advising you how to treat your husband. How did you get, the person never even marry you? The person, how do you know about all these things? You didn't go to, they are building their traffic. Anything they hear, they just copy from here. They don't even know. And so that's why I don't do so much traffic, so much content. I don't like content. So that when you talk to somebody based on your experience, everything I'm telling you that I've learned a lot in the university, but I'm not teaching based on what I learned in the university. I don't transfer university knowledge because it's expired knowledge. That's why I don't tell. Yeah. It should be in the history. There's what we call archives. A lot of things we learn in the university. What you are learning from me is what I learned from the work environment. Because that is what you need. You need to understand what is working in the work environment. Yeah, because as we are finishing here, you are sending your CV. You are not sending your CV to university. You are sending it to recruiter. And the recruiter want to see what you know within the environment, because you are coming to join them. So yeah. Thank you,
so much, sir.
everyone, and see you tomorrow or tomorrow night or tomorrow evening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.